I am Pharmacist Ben. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time. Our number is 855-660-4261. Time to hit the phones. Let's welcome Mike from California. Mike, what's going on, my man? Welcome to the Brightside.
Hey, I have two questions for you.
Sure.
So I was taking the One World Way.
Okay.
And I'm not really wondering another good one to take, but they say that they're going to fix the problems and that they're going to have another batch.
Okay.
And I'm just not sure. There were so many claims, so many positive claims on the label that now I'm kind of wondering if they can get the protein and the dietary sugars so off. How can I trust all the other stuff?
I'm in the same boat as you are, my friend. Like I was saying on Friday, Steven's a great guy, the guy who runs Synergistic Nutrition, who does One World Way. I've had many conversations with him. He's really a health advocate, very integritous guy, honest guy, and he got screwed as much as anybody else did, I think, by the people who are making the product. And your point is very well taken. How do you know? You just don't know. Now, I will say, in fairness to One World Way, there's a lot of folks, including my mom, and a lot of folks who have a lot of customers and patients of mine who I've recommended over the years the One World Way product. There's a lot of folks who swear by it, who think they've gotten great results. My mom is included in that. And I've gotten letters and I've gotten posts on my Facebook page from people who say they've gotten great benefits from One World Way. So even if there's only 5 grams of protein and not as much protein and there's a lot more sugars in there, we got to just have to admit there's people who've gotten benefits from this stuff. So point well taken, my friend. You're not going to know exactly, and you don't know exactly. Your lack of trust is understandable. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive, as Shakespeare said many years ago. And it's true. Once you're dishonest with your labeling, and I'm not saying Steven or Synergistic Nutrition was, but certainly the manufacturer of it was, either intentionally or not intentionally, you lose that element of trust. As a pharmacist, I am very cognizant that trust is very important. That's why I'm so careful about talking about products. And I've made a lot of enemies because I don't talk about products the way other healthcare practitioners or radio hosts talk about products. I don't talk about products that way because, to me, my credibility is of the utmost importance. I don't have anything if I don't have credibility. So I'm not telling you, when I talk about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine or I talk about the Biolumin Nightly Essence, or when I don't talk about a product, it's because I either truly believe in that product because, number one, I've seen the research, number two, I've experienced the benefits either myself or I've witnessed the benefits in my patients. And if I'm recommending a product, I'm telling you with 100% surety that I believe this stuff works based on literature and my personal experience. So credibility is of the utmost importance. Once it's lost, it's lost. And Mike, I don't blame you. I'd be suspicious myself. But that having been said, there are folks who've gotten benefits from the One World Way. If you're looking for I know you said you're not looking for another brand necessarily, but if you are, or if anybody out there listening is looking for another brand, you might want to try the Natural Factors brand, which is one that I've started to use, and I like the taste very much. And the protein content is, I don't remember what it is exactly, but it's got a significant protein content. It doesn't have any added sugars, and it's made from hormone-free cattle. It's made in Canada, where they tend to have cleaner cattle. And that's the one I'm recommending now. If you like the One World Way, stick with it. And some folks have gotten benefits, and I'm very excited and very curious to see what the new product will be like. I don't know how it could taste as good. One of the neat things about the One World Way is it tastes really awesome, but now we know why, because it apparently had so much sweetener in it.
Right.
So you're going to I wish I had an answer for you, Mike. You're just going to have to check it out for yourself, see how you respond, see if you're a weightlifter or bodybuilder, see if your muscles are responding positively, see if you're full and satisfied. That's one of the ways you can tell if a protein powder has enough protein in it, is by your satiety, your satisfaction. Protein is very, very satisfying, and if you feel a sense of satiety or satisfaction or fullness after you eat your protein, that's a really good sign, and that's one of the ways that you can tell. But other than that, you're just going to have to either go by your long-term experience with the product over the course of days and weeks and months, or you're just going to have to trust. I wish I had a better answer for you. Anything else, Mike?
Yeah, one more question.
Sure.
I'm 25, and I do some weightlifting. Okay. And I've been feeling kind of sluggish and just low on energy, so I decided to go get my testosterone levels checked.
There's no way it's low.
Lo and behold,
it's not low.
It was 170.
Oh, wow. That is low.
It's supposed to be like a strong number for someone my age would be like 650, 700.
Yeah, no, that's way low.
Yeah. They had a second round of blood tests to cancel out if there was like any binders that could be like other problems that could be causing it, and that's not the case. So,
are you getting muscle development from your lifting weight?
I'm getting a little bit, but I've always been pretty strong, and it may be like I've retained the muscle that I had before, and I haven't really been making gains lately.
How's your belly doing? You got some belly fat going on?
A little bit.
More? Have you noticed?
But I'm 6'4".
How much do you weigh?
Like 30 or 265, but I'm 6'4", and I lift a lot of weight. I could probably, if I got super lean, I'd be like 220, 215.
Have you noticed over the course of the last couple of years, since you're maybe 23, that you're starting to gain more belly fat?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a sign that you may be experiencing either insulin resistance or you may be starting to accumulate estrogen, both of which will have a negative effect on your male hormone and your testosterone. You might want to start going on to a strict low-carb or very, and by low-carb I mean low bread, not low vegetables. Vegetables are always important, and that's carbs, but low-processed carb, low grains, not just gluten, but all grains, oats and corn and flour of any kind, a diet. That's usually the most significant cause of insulin resistance, certainly fruit juice and soda and desserts. That goes without saying. But sometimes we forget that rice and potatoes and even so-called whole grains can be insulin resistance inducing, and that can have a negative effect on testosterone. There's also supplements you can take that help you support testosterone. You should absolutely be using 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day. You should be using vitamin A every day, 20,000 international units a day. Hang tight. We'll finish up when we come back from our break, Mike. And then if you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to you when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside on the Genesis Communication Network. 855-660-4261 is our number. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
My name is Kay Swirling, and I am in the early part of my 10th decade. I want to discuss the issue of pharmaceuticals versus minerals and vitamin supplements. I remember a discussion between my mother and me. It was at that time that canned vegetables and fruits were introduced into the U.S. market. It was some time before my mother and others felt comfortable with food in cans. That was also the time when drugstores offered for sale cough syrup and aspirins and not much else. Let's fast forward to this decade, the here and now. Simple drugstores are large corporations with the message that they are the ones who have the power to cure human ills. Meanwhile, the battle continues with minerals and vitamins being the answer to human ills. Who will win the battle? I believe and hope it will be the belief in the power of vitamins and minerals over that of the toxic chemicals in prescription drugs. What do you think?
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curve appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Gemstone. Genstone.
Gemstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Gemstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Gemstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE. 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
If you're worried about your health and you're tired of the nasty side effects of harsh drugs or antibiotics, then look no further. Supernatural Silver is the answer. Supernatural Silver is a powerful immune system enhancer that can be used every day to help keep you healthy and well with none of those nasty side effects. It's extremely safe for use internally as well as topically. And Supernatural Silver is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver. It is perfect for use in the sinuses, eyes, ears, and on any wound or skin issue. Supernatural Silver is also extremely effective when taken orally and can help fight off bacteria, viruses, and mold that may be overwhelming your immune system. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, supernaturalsilver.com, and use the promo code SILVER2014 for 20% off of your entire order and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
The nation's largest independently owned and operated talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, G.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Our number is 855-660-4261. If you're interested in joining the Brightside Ben team, love to have you aboard. Love to have you help me in my mission to educate the world about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. If you yourself have experienced health benefits from nutritional supplementation, you can earn yourself some thank you checks simply by sharing the information and sharing the products you've used. If you've used the longevity products, you can find out all about how to join the Brightside Ben team by calling the phone team at 866-735-2470. You can also click on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. Okay, we're talking to Mike in California about testosterone levels. Mike, did you say 170 or 270 on your testosterone levels?
Like a lot of elderly people have levels of like 250, 260. So
where were we? I didn't hear. You said 170 or 270?
Yeah, 170.
Okay, yeah,
testosterone.
That is, I would be retested because that's significantly low, especially if you're a big guy. That sounds pretty low to me, unless there was something. Maybe there was something wrong with the test, or you had.
I got it done in the morning too, when it's supposed to be the highest.
Yeah, so. That's true. You didn't eat breakfast or anything like that?
No, sometimes... it was. I had other. I had like fasting labs to go along with it, and it was like 8:30 in the morning. Okay. But my main question for you was that I think she's going to. My primary care doctor is going to refer me to an endocrinologist. I wouldn't go that way yet because they're just going to medicate you. Right. But if I did take it, I mean, I'm a pretty serious weightlifter, and now it's like I'm like flipping out because I put in probably like 7 or 8 hours in the gym each week, and I don't think I'm making any gains.
Well, here's the deal. The rest period is as important as the workout period. So you want to be, you don't want to be overtraining. That's a lot of work. If you're working intensely, you're not, farting around in the gym, talking and socializing. If you're actually literally working out with weights an hour a day, that's a lot. That's quite a bit. And you don't need that much. You got unless you got somebody who's coaching you and you're working completely different body parts, which is very difficult to do. That sounds like a lot of work, and especially if you're not noticing the gains. Rest is extremely important because that's when the body recovers. The rest period is so underappreciated when it comes to working out. So number one, you might want to be thinking about overtraining and maybe taking some breaks. That's one strategy. Secondly, if you're carrying 40 pounds extra, which is you said you're carrying 40 pounds extra weight, and that weight is body fat, you want to keep in mind that female hormone, which antagonizes testosterone, I shouldn't say female hormone, estrogen, which antagonizes testosterone, is made in body fat. So the more body fat we carry, the lower our testosterone effects are going to be because you're making this estrogen in body fat. So losing the body fat is very, very important. Lowering insulin is also very important, and of course, that's real easy to do, eating more protein, and limiting your amount of refined carbs and sweets and desserts are going to be important in that regard. Those are two non-supplement ways to support testosterone. As far as supplement goes, before we went to break, I was telling you about zinc. That's a must-have for testosterone. So is vitamin A. Vitamin E may also help you, and you should be doing the Mighty 90 nutrients just anyway, especially if you're working out. Keep in mind, for you guys who are working out and lifting weights, doing whatever kind of exercise you're doing, you're losing nutrients as you work out, so it's extremely important that you replace those nutrients. That means everybody needs to be on the Healthy Start Pack and the Mighty 90, but especially if you're a workout warrior, if you're out there in the gym an hour a day or doing any kind of workout, it becomes